I'd like to introduce Steve Esser. Steve's going to come up and tell us what's going on with the master's program. Steve, come on up.
Good morning. It is so good to see some faces without masks on and identify who's there. So haven't been getting used to recognize people by their eyes only. So this is so awesome to get back together again. I know I was talking to Claire this morning, and this is the first time we've had a chance to be with a group this size, and these people are family in this room, as sure you feel the same way. So Jim, thanks for your work and your team in putting all this together. Tomorrow, November 11th, is one of my favorite days of the year, and that happens to be Veterans Day. And that's the day we get to recognize and honor the veterans that have served our country over the years. I'm sure there are veterans in this room. If you are, would you just raise your hand if you are a veteran? Thank you so much for your service. Well, the master's program, you hear about it every time up here. We put a pitch in for it, but it is a Christian leadership mentoring program that was originally designed to serve marketplace and ministry leaders by helping them define godly success in their personal life, their marriage and their family relationships, their career and finances, and ultimately help them get clarity and focus about their kingdom calling. In 2015, though, we started something new that we felt needed to be done, and that was to help the veterans and the active duty people that were serving our military and country and to make an investment in those folks. And we started what we call the Master's Program Warrior Program. And that is for both active duty and recently retired military leaders of all branches of the service. And many of these men and women, as you know from what you hear about their stories sometimes, they need to restore the brokenness in their lives and discover a sense of purpose and a mission and a new band of brothers that they can engage with in the spiritual battle for the hearts and souls of men and women and to further the good news of the gospel. TMP resonates with them because they can be in an environment where we offer those things that they were used to receiving in the military, and they can be with other marketplace and ministry leaders who are like-minded, who get it, who they can identify with. So this has been a great fit for us. In fact, since we started this in 2015 with just a handful of men and a few women, today we have 154 warriors, including 11 women, and we have 40 who have already graduated for the program. And I got to tell you, when these people go through the program, their fuse gets lit, most of them, and they really feel like they've got a hope for making this transition into civilian life if they're not already there, but in helping them get clarity about the very things we help you get clarity about and equip you with as marketplace leaders. As a result, a number of these men in our program who have gone through, and the women, they've started ministries that are now birthed and underneath our Priority Living 501c3. We've got Integritas, we have J2J Motorsports, we have a newest one, Freedom Fitness America. These are all high-caliber individuals, and I'm blown away by the contribution they make in these groups we have in the master's program. If you have not participated and been in a class with these people, you are missing it. You can learn something from them as well as they from you. Here's a couple of quotes, just short ones from some guys who finished or are in it. The master's program is exactly what every believing combat vet needs. They have the ingredients for a major movement in our country. I felt like, in a sense, I entered a special operations forces training for Christian leaders who are in business and practice military leadership. And lastly, this one guy said, I left excited to grow over the next couple of years with other like-minded men on the same path and journey. Thank you so much for the opportunity to progress, to be a better man, father, and husband to the glory of God. So today, I just want to let you know that on your tables, I dropped one of these little warrior brochures off, and how we make it possible for these guys to go through the program and these women is we have sponsors, alumni like Steve Navarro, who is in the room. Steve, would you stand or would you wave your hand? Is one of our sponsors who sponsored multiple warriors. I'm sure there's others of you in here that I'm going to not know right now, but talk to Steve afterwards of the blessing and the benefit that has been. If you had any interest in wanting to help one of these men go through, I can't think of a better investment of some resources to help launch these guys into the next season of their life. And there's a name and a contact number of Phil Brown, who handles our warrior relations, that you can get a hold of. Lastly, that I'm going to get off the stage because my time is up, I believe, is in your handouts today on page 2 and 4. There's a flyer for a master's program introductory briefing. If you've never participated, we're going to be having it January 21st for 90 minutes at the Pacific Club, and then there's a women's program as well on page 4 that is run by 2 of our really sharp gals here in Orange County. Thank you very much.